Okay, yeah, it's recording now. So,
Okay, cool. Okay. So yes, I kind of left off from there. Should we start over?
uh, how much does this cost? How much does this cost right now?
So as of right now, again, it's something that I would love to give you a firm price on, but I don't want to set something in stone until I can understand what your needs are and how we can best help you. And that way we can give you a very tailored approach to building your business to success. Does that sound like something we can do?
Yeah, we could. This sounds really cool. Um, how much more time would you need?
Do you have, say, 20 minutes tomorrow at 9 a.m.?
20 minutes. Yeah, hey, you know what? I don't have that time, but just looking at my schedule here, yeah, just email me the proposal. Email the proposal to me.
I'd love to email you over the proposal. Actually, let's do this. Do you mind pulling up your calendar real quick?
Sure.
Cool. So, what do you have available this week? Let's schedule a time to go over that proposal live so I can actually show you what it is that we can do for you. Because problem is when I send over a proposal, I think that things get lost in translation. It's hard for me to understand your needs and your concerns if I'm not there to address them. So, if we're both there and we can both address them together, I think that's a great win-win. Wouldn't you say so?
Yeah, hey, yeah, straight up. Sure.
Yeah, I think it would be beneficial for you especially. So let's get that time in the calendar.
Yeah, let's do it. I can do Thursday. Yeah, Thursday at 10. Yeah.
10? 10 a.m. Even better. Let's do it. You know what? I know you don't got 20 minutes. 10 minutes is fine. If you can do 10 minutes, that sounds great.
Okay. Awesome.
Cool. Cool. Talk then.
All right. Awesome. Thanks.
Okay.
Hey, great job, actually.
I really tried. I don't know. I'm still new to this, so
Yeah, I noticed you seem very calm. Like that was the first thing I noticed. I'm like, you're very calm.
Really? Oh, that's good. Because usually I get nervous.
Yeah, it's just like confident. You're like calm. So it was good. It was good. Are you
Okay.
are you open to some opportunities for
Oh,
me?
yeah. Absolutely.
The first thing I noticed was in the beginning, I was confused, right? It was like, hello,
Uh-huh.
I'm like, I was confused, what I wanted to know what was your intention, right? You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, totally.
Like, I would love to hear like a hook or like, hey, my intention today is to tell you more about how this Facebook ad's gonna like.
Oh, okay. So can I give you like a feedback answer to that? Like maybe what I should do instead?
Okay.
So say we kind of like got on that and I'm like, you're like, hi or whatever. And then I go, hi, my name's Christina, or no, or like whatever. Hi, I'm Christina with Shador. I wanted to give you a call today because I wanted to see if you're interested in, say, bringing in 30 to 50 more clients in your restaurant a month. Does that sound like something you'd want to do or something like that?
Yeah, that's that. Great hook. Great
Like a
hook.
little hook or something like that that might be like, oh, wow, like X amount more of this potentially. Cool. I'm listening. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
that's that's it.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
And also there's like you could ask me if I was the decision maker,
Okay.
because perhaps if I was the
Like how
gatekeeper,
would
right?
I do that in conversation where it's not like so, I mean, where it's direct, but it's not so like, well, yeah, I mean, like, where someone kind of gets taken aback, like.
Yeah, for me, I'm more direct. I'd be like, hey, who would I talk to who's in charge of, or who's the decision maker for? It's marketing, right? Is it
Yeah.
marketing that you do? Yeah, yeah,
Okay. So like after the punchline?
yeah. And like even making sure if the decision maker will be there at the appointment. Because let's say you're setting an appointment with the secretary, right? Like, fuck, like,
Yeah, true, right.
yeah.
That's true.
But overall, hey, great job. By the way, great job.
Okay, cool, cool. Thanks. Thanks for the feedback. That's the best part, honestly.
Yeah. Now, have you ever heard of the lock-in question?
I have not.
Uh, I learned this from one of Grant Cardone's videos, he always says, hey, is there anything that's going to stop you from showing up to the meeting?
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, I have heard that one. I just forgot that it was called that.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
drop it in, right?
At the end, real quick, like, yeah, hey, and yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay, cool.
I cool if I go? I'll go now.
Yeah, totally. Let's do it.
All right. So I have two scenarios, right?
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna call you.
Okay.
I need you to be an investor. You're gonna be like a parent. Uh, the whole thing is leadership training, leadership, like a leadership course. You're gonna be someone's parent, like a 17 or 18-year-old person's parent. You have the money, and the second scenario is the appointment. The first one will be on the phone.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Mhm.
Hey, it's Kevin here from the Office of Warrior Leadership. How are you doing today?
Hey, Kevin. I'm doing good. Doing good. How about yourself?
Hey, I'm doing magnificent, actually. So my intention today is to tell you more about how our leadership courses are going to benefit your son in his growth. Do you have a couple minutes to chat?
Yeah, kind of busy right now. I've got two littles. He's my oldest, so I'm kind of managing them. But yeah, let's hear it. I got a couple minutes.
All right, cool. I know you're busy. I totally respect that. And my want is to be real quick, on time, and we can finish this all up, all right?
Yeah.
So I have a couple questions I want to ask you. First one is, would you be the main decision maker for getting your son hooked up for a leadership course?
Yeah, it would be. I mean, yes, my husband has a say too, but to be honest, let's be real here. Happy wife, happy life. Yeah, no, totally. You got the right girl.
All right, so would it be you and your husband or just you?
I think something like this, I probably could make that choice on my own. My husband's quite busy all the time, and he kind of gives me the keys to handle things like this for the kids. So yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. So the challenge these days is many young people are going through many changes in their life, and some of them they want to achieve a huge impact. They want to achieve their own goals, and I'm curious if that would be something that your son would experience.
I'd say so. I mean, he seems really involved in his football practice. He seems like, he's got some ideas set for school. He's very college bound. I think he might make it into a school. He might get a scholarship. You never know. I think he's headed that way. So yeah, he's an eager kid. He really wants to do well by himself. So yeah, he'd be interested. I think so. Sounds like a
Yeah,
plan.
awesome. What would be his current challenge? Yeah.
Uh, you know, Gosh, I wish I knew him more. I feel like we only know our kids so much, but I think whenever I see him and he comes back, he just kind of feels kind of beat down, kind of worn out from practice. School kind of, gets him caught up, and he really struggles with some of his classes. I think that's what his hardest thing is right now. Is he's struggling with class. He's doing great at sports. He's a great leader on the team, but class isn't really keeping him to his wits. I don't know. It's
Yeah, I get.
definitely struggling there.
Hey, I totally understand. I know you're a hardworking parent. It could be frustrating for you watching that for your son, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So, hey, look, this is what I'd like to do. It sounds like, would you agree that you're a committed parent that wants to help his own son?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Would you agree that you want to see your son truly succeed as a leader and grow to be successful?
Yeah. I mean, I'm very much willing to do whatever it takes for him because I really want him to succeed. And as long as he doesn't get distracted with any excess distractions, whatever he does is going to help him. Then yeah, it's a game changer.
Hey, that's awesome. And that's love right there. It sounds like you love your son a lot.
Yeah. Yep. Compassionate love there.
Yeah. Look, I know you only got a couple minutes to chat. So here's what I'd like to do. I'd like to set 10 minutes of your full attention. I can tell you more about our leadership course and how this is going to benefit your son, benefit your family, and really help your commitment to helping your family. Would that be interesting? Would that be something you're interested in?
Yeah, that sounds interesting. I'd love to hear some more information.
Cool. Yeah. When would work? I have time today or tomorrow in the morning.
Let's do tomorrow at 9 a.m. Does that work for you?
Yeah, for sure. I'll lock it in right now. Tomorrow 9 a.m. Do you have do you have a paper and pen in front of you right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, cool. Perfect. What I want you to write on this piece of paper and pen
Mm-hmm.
is I want you to write, my son will be the greatest leader. And I want you to put under that warrior leadership, because that is my company. We work with many young leaders. We work with young people who have been featured on the news all over their, all over, you know, sorry, that's not part of the pitch thing, but
Okay.
yeah, so we work with many young leaders that are looking to grow their skills. We've been featured all over the news and all that. So yeah, write that down. I got you in for 9 a.m. tomorrow. Now, how does Analog Coffee on 17th Ave sound for you?
Sounds great. Love their coffee.
Yeah, perfect. And is there anything that will stop you from moving forward with the meeting tomorrow?
In case something crazy happens with my little ones, I mean, I definitely let you know though, but that might be the only thing, but sounds like something I want to be there for. I'll be there.
All right, sounds good. Cool. I'm looking forward to chatting with you tomorrow, Christina. Let's do it.
Awesome. Look
All
forward
right,
to it.
take
Thanks.
care.
Bye.
All right. Yeah, thanks. Now that was the call, right?
Okay.
Now, like the next is we're at an
We
appointment.
got the appointment. So we're in the appointment. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So, um, yeah, thanks for being patient. Like honestly, I haven't prepared a pitch for this, so I'm on the spot. But thanks for being my customer, by the way.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Hey, hey, Christina. It's good seeing you again.
Yeah, it's great to see you. Glad to be here. So let's get this going. Like, what's this all about? You talked about leadership. You talked about, quite a few leadership touch points that you guys offer. Um, yeah, what's this all about?
Yeah. So in this little meeting that I got, we only have 10 minutes. I know you're super super busy. I want to present to you a huge problem many young leaders are experiencing. Ask you some questions. I'll present to you how your investment's going to help a young leader, and then at the end of this, you're going to be able to. I'll present an offer to you, and then I'll let you decide from there. We'll move forward with this. All right.
Cool, cool.
All right, cool. Let's do this. So many challenges these days is many young leaders, just like your son, can be experiencing a lack of focus, lack of commitment, and a lack of focus in their own passion and their mission in life. Would you
Mhm.
agree?
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. I see that a lot. When I go to his practices, I see them doing so well on the field and they really root each other on, but I don't think it's like that all the time. I don't think that's their 24/7. I'm sure when he's in school there's probably another side to it.
Yeah, I hear that. Yeah. A
Yeah.
lot of some people, some young guys are just, smoking and drinking and, with the ladies, right?
Oh yeah, you never know. Honestly. I mean I would hope my son isn't doing that, but we can only hope as parents.
Yeah, straight up. I totally get it. I know how I was when I was younger, right?
Yeah.
Well, what would be one of your goals that you want for your son growing up?
I think any parent really wants their child, no matter what, girl or boy, but they want them to be successful in whatever it is that life's choosing for them or they choose in life. Um, yeah, I mean, he's trying to figure out what he wants to do, but he's not quite sure yet. He's just going down the college path. He's decided to pursue education. Um, I cheer him on, and whatever he wants to do is what he wants to do, and it's not something that I don't look down upon or that I look down upon. I I totally respect his choices. All I want for him is to just be successful in whatever he chooses.
Yeah, hey, he's being successful and just helping them through a lot of their challenges, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally get it. My parents experienced the same thing with me, wanting me to be successful, and hey, look where I'm at now, right?
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah. What would I know yesterday I talked to you about his challenge of just getting focused. What would you be one of the biggest problems that this leadership course would solve for him?
You know, again, I don't know too much about the leadership course, but if I were to give him this opportunity, I would say I'd want to see him happy. I'd want to see him achieving things. I want to see him, going towards a positive pathway and learning, traits and characteristics that are really going to benefit him as a leader. Sorry, that was my dad. But that are going to benefit him as a leader. So, do you have anything like that? Like, what kind of opportunities are presented and what kind of topics are taught in your leadership program?
Hey, that's a great question, Christina. I'm going to be answering this in the next part of the meeting. It'll be in the this will be I'll be talking to you about the offer that I have, and that's a really great question. We're going to be talking about leadership in that. So I heard you say getting successful, getting focused, and have you personally taken a leadership course yourself?
I actually have. I've taken quite a few, and I took a lot when I was in school. I took a lot of leadership courses, and so I know that they can be very beneficial, especially when put into practice. When you put, the things that you're learning into real life. Everybody's bothering me right now. When you put everything into real life, you really succeed. You take what you learned and you make it happen. And I think that is the biggest key takeaway is actually doing what you're learning and not just learning it, but really enacting upon it. So if that's something that he can do in this, then that would be great for him.
I hear that. I get you on that, right? Doing what you're learning. And
Yeah.
how much money would you have to invest for your son's growth?
Well, right now with a few kids, I don't know what something like this costs. What would something like this cost? I know education is quite expensive, but I would imagine this isn't cheap. But at the same time, you don't want to cheap out on your kid. So, what does something like this look like? Price wise.
Yeah, so the course is about $1 billion. Yeah. I'm playing. No, it's actually not
That's so
I just wanted to read that on your face there. I'll be straight up. The course is about $997 for a 12-month leadership training course. And that's actually a great transition into our next part of our meeting, where I'm going to talk to you about what the course is about, and then we'll move on from there, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So the course is about $997, and what this investment will do for your son, it'll help him build his own leadership skills on helping him lead the football team, leading it with focus and getting successful in his own life, and transferable skills to use in their own career, and help multiply your success that you want for him, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. And to be honest with you, 997 doesn't sound like such a bad investment for 12 months of time.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's a great investment. Great investment.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Do you get a lot of objections of people saying that that's not a good investment? Because that's so like a good investment for 12 months for that situation.
Yeah.
You get people saying that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I haven't even started pitching it yet, but
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't know. That'll be interesting to hear the feedback.
I know. I'm just aware that we're going over time. Just a heads up. Like I know, I said 10:30. Just for disclosure, I'm gonna break my agreement of being 10:30, right?
Yeah, it's okay.
All right, just so you know. Yeah. So it's a 24 meeting long course. What you'll get is group accountability. We're going to be looking at the greatest leadership lessons from great leaders like Martin Luther King, Nelson Mandela, Oprah, Gandhi, like great leaders just like that, right? We're going to be learning how they gained focus, how they got committed, and how that they achieve success. And this 24 meeting group is just going to really hold up a mirror for your son, discover what he really wants, you know? So from what you've heard so far, do you have enough information to make a full decision?
You know, it all sounds really great. But to be honest with you, I have to say, you know, I'd love to see, do you have any testimonials of this? I'd love to see, you know, maybe your website or check out some examples of other people's case studies. Do you have a case study at all? Maybe that's the best question.
Yeah, I do have I have a video testimonial that I'd like to show you. And that's the part when I show the testimonial, right?
Uh-huh.
And yeah, this is Austin. He leads a sports team. He's a sports coach in CrossFit. He has 10x'd his own leadership skills. He's led groups of people, teams, organizations. He's doubled his confidence and his team management by about 100% in his skills, right?
Yeah,
And
that's awesome.
then I'll show you more. There's more testimonials over here. But moving forward there, would you like to invest into your son's growth?
Yeah, it sounds like a great opportunity for him.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, here. So here's the contract. Just sign here and here. Let's do this.
Perfect. Air sign.
Yeah.
No, but how do you actually send it over? Do you just say, oh, well, I'll email you the contract, or like, how do you get them the contract, or how is that?
So far, my meetings are in person.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wonder how that would work if you're a video, like, and you like can make it so that they don't stall.
Yeah. With Grant Cardone's team, like I was dealing with them, I bought a bunch of stuff from them.
Yeah.
They were DocuSign.
Oh, okay.
Do you know DocuSign?
Yeah. I've used that for like when I used to work for a company. Actually, they sent me a DocuSign document. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's easy to use. You just like press one button.
Like, send it over to them like while you're there, pretty much. Be like, yeah, okay. And you could even send it while you're there and have them do it then. But yeah, cool.
Yeah. It takes a lot of time to get the signature to send it back, right? So.
Yeah. Just like sign right there.
Any feedback from me?
Yeah. So, to be honest, it seemed really smooth. So I'll start with the pros. I think it really went really well. It was smooth. You had like all the right answers. They were detailed. You know how to transition into the testimonials at the right time. Even if they weren't asked, I think you might even be able to. Actually, I know from what your conversation, like the conversation that we had, that you'd be able to come back with, hey, like, you know, and here's this, like, and maybe like provide a testimonial, even if they didn't ask or they were hesitant but didn't ask that. I could see you just presenting it. Depending on the situation, you'd find the correct testimonial that, you know, fit the situation. And you just present it to kind of give them that affirmation. But I could see you doing that pretty easily, even if they didn't ask the question about the testimonials. And then I think you're really confident in what you're doing, and you seem like you know a lot about leadership, you know, the topic of leadership and teaching it. So that shows really well. Cons, gosh, I don't really think there was any. Like, if I really, really were to pick something like feedback wise, I guess I would say, no, you know what? I don't have any, like, I don't have any negative thing or like changing point. Like, I feel like it was really good.
Well,
God, I like literally can't think of something that I would change. It was really good.
Are you holding back right
I
now?
believe that I know, I'm serious. I believe that the deal is good. So if I was in that situation, if I was that qualified lead, I believe that the deal is good. So maybe it's harder for me to you know, be the naysayer or the negative person, because I believe that the deal is good. Like, you know, I'm like trying to break through the ice. Like, like there's nothing. I can't find anything.
What would you change?
Maybe actually, maybe the one thing that I would change is, or alter, is when you're talking about the explanation of how the price is broken down over the course of 12 months. Maybe within that you could add some of the topics that are talked about in the program, kind of throwing it in there, and these things, like in a cohesive way that makes sense for the conversation, but somehow throwing in maybe 2 to 3 of the topics that you talk about. So they're thinking about the price and they're thinking about these topics and they're putting one and one together and that makes 2.
Yeah.
So, I think it might be like that right moment of, picturing it. Like they're already picturing that price, but now that if I were you, I want them to picture these topics and like merge them together in their mind, but that's pretty much all I can think of. Everything else was really good.
So the subjects that we're going to talk about?
Yeah. So like some of the topics that you talk about, because I know you get into that a little bit later, like with some of the leaders and like breaking down their mindsets and seeing how they do what they do. And, that's great. But I think really like talking about like the specific topics, like so that the person, the customer, can picture these things. And then they can add to their picture that they're visualizing later when you bring up like Oprah and stuff like that. They can be like, oh, put like all of the things together in their mind as you're like telling the story. Does that make sense? Or I sound like a kook or something.
No, it sounds crystal. Yeah, crystal to me. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But that's probably the only thing, because I'm a visual person, so I'm seeing it as like a visual way, like, oh yeah, like that's a price, but I want to like put like this mental image of these topics with the price. I don't know. I would think though you're targeting people that have kids that are that have like great potential to be creative like leaders. So maybe hopefully the parents can like open their minds and start thinking like that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. Are you a parent yourself, Christina?
No, I'm not a parent.
Well, it's like if you do have like, how was the questions though?
I would say the questions they're tailored. They're very, very good. I would think, I don't know if that's weird though, but if you got like specific, like, is that maybe too specific? No, they'd be like, how do you know where my kid goes to school? No, like that's too specific. I'm such a like specific thinker of like, what? No, never mind. Scratch that. I'm trying to think if we could get more specific. Maybe start talking about like, because what were some of the questions you gave me? You gave me, does he have potential for this? Like, what, like basically you put a lot of the things in my shoes, but maybe you can add some more questions that are relative to him only, or the kid only. And then I might be able to think a little more like, and then I start diving into more, like pondering more thoughts about like, well, what does he really do? Like, what did he do that other day? Oh, like, and I start thinking of backstories that maybe happened in life, and I start involving them with these specific tailored questions about him solely.
Yeah.
As instead of like me trying to be in his mind, with me, like it's like us together. I'm like now trying to be like, oh, okay, well, what did he do this day? And like putting one and one with the questions that you're asking specifically about him.
Okay.
Yeah. And of course those probably come in after I mentioned like, yeah, I have like a son or like whatever,
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I don't know if that helped. I hope that was like some sort of helpful.
Yeah, for sure. It did help. Like you said, be specific with topics and questions. So
Yeah, because everything else flows. Like you sound confident in it. So yeah, it sounds like you really know the customer on the other side of the phone. So
yeah. Hey, thanks so much, by the way. Thanks.
yeah, totally. I'm excited to like meet everybody at GrowthCon next year. I've never been, so this should be really fun.
Yeah, it's super exciting.
Is this your second or first or third?
I've never been.
Okay, first time. Okay.
Yeah. You?
Yeah, I've never been. First time. So that's pretty exciting. It's really cool to see all the other newbies too, to like come to the Growth Con. And then by the time we're not newbies anymore, we'll be like, yeah, this happened the first time, or round two, or whatever. Um, but yeah, it'll be really cool. And I know you mentioned that you've done some stuff with them, right? You said like you took some other stuff of theirs or something.
Like I'm getting coaching from, I don't know if you know a guy named Daniel Fleischman. He's a Grant Cardone like licensee. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, he's one of my coaches, and yeah, they had a deal a long time ago. It was an ambassador deal.
That sounds familiar, like where he was trying to be like, grow the 10X community, like license with me.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember seeing that in his stories
yeah,
and like emails, I think. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So you're doing that program. Okay.
yeah.
How's that working for you? Is it going well?
I'm not a licensee or anything. Like
Well, like the coach, like with you, like how's that going?
it's awesome. It's
Yeah, that's
it's
good.
awesome.
That's
Yeah,
really good.
yeah.
Do they hold you accountable and everything?
Yeah, he like he calls me out if I'm like not putting in action, and very just like coach like.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
That's cool. That's cool. So you're doing this and that, and then are you doing anything else with him?
I'm getting him referrals, like getting him business, but that's it. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Sweet. Awesome.
Is there anything else that you wanted to drill before we leave? Like I've been talking a lot. You anything you want to practice?
No, I think that's pretty good. I need to work on my appointment, like flowing the appointment, and then maybe we can like do this again or something, and I can try and throw an appointment at you or something. Like I can try and do the like I'll lead the appointment because I know you had the 2 part, but I wasn't ready for the second part for me. So I got to work on that, and then I want to like be able to go through the appointment and see what I have there that might be faulty. I don't know.
All right, cool. I have time next Friday at this time if that works for you. Does that work?
What date is Friday? Is that the 29th?
No, it's
The 24th. Okay. I think that works. Yeah.
24th. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Awesome. And done. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm so
Cool.
grateful for you. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, no, I'm so grateful that you took the time to do this too. Honestly, this really helps. Helps a lot. So I'm appreciative, you know. We 10X people gotta stick together. 10X fam.
Straight up. Straight up.
For sure. So yeah.
Yeah. Have a good day then.
Yeah, take care. Bye.
Bye.